Alright, last time I was on, we were helping our workshops, making sure that they were okay. They're pretty much all okay. A couple of them are still compliant, but they'll still settle down. We got some quests to do. I want to see what I can upgrade. This is fully upgraded. This is not yet.
Got work to do. Can't talk now.
I gotta do some armor upgrades.
We should make good time when the weather's this clear.
Most of these are gonna need more science.
I'm pleased we were assigned to the same team. I think we can learn a lot from each other. Remember, we're out here representing the Brotherhood. Let's make them proud.
Please.
Alright. Which one's the kidnap covenant? Alright.
Just...
We'll go save him.
Too many miles on the road. At least the pay is terrible.
Hey there.
You've got to help. They've kidnapped my friend.
Who kidnapped him?
They said they'd be back for the ransom in a few days. If I don't pay up, they'll kill him. But I don't have that kind of money.
Don't worry. I'll get him back.
We asked the Minutemen for help, but I didn't really think anyone would come. Just bring him back safe, okay? mistake, last mistake.
Alright, who else wants to mess with us? I didn't think so. It's been a bad idea. Bad TFL.
Sweet. That's it. Nice.
Woohoo, leveled up.
Got it.
You're gonna help me now, right?
Don't worry. I'm here to rescue you.
Oh my god, thank you. Let's go.
Alright, we made it out of there. That was pretty easy. Alright, gotta let these people know that their friend's been rescued. So gotta level up. Let's start going for this 25% headshot chance. Both of those are pretty cool. I don't know what level I'm gonna get to, but we'll see.
So much care for good neighbor. That place is nothing but trouble.
I don't know how to thank you for that rescue you pulled off.
We'll secure the area.
What is a dog meat? I don't see anything.
Take care of yourself, dear.
Thank you. It's like I can
I
finally
rescued that
think
kidnapped
straight.
settler. We've got another settlement on our side now.
Good. Another win for the Minutemen. Keep it up, and pretty soon we'll have the whole Commonwealth behind us. If you've got time, something else has come up. I've fought the Gunners before. Something tells me this was just them probing the defenses. They're gonna need your help.
Yes?
I know I saw a guy over here that was this guy.
And over here.
Hello?
Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Sorry, didn't mean to ignore you. Just got caught up in my work again. So, what do you think? Nice, isn't she?
What is that? Some kind of toy?
It's not just any toy. It's a genuine Giddy-Up Buttercup. The 2076 Special Edition. Best toy on the market before the war. It's a shame, though. I don't have all the parts to get this old girl working again. Don't suppose you happen to have a spare crate of toy parts on you?
Sorry, no.
Of course not. But... I think I know where you could find some. Not the most glamorous job, but I'm willing to pay. You interested?
All right, I'll do it.
Thanks. This really means a lot to me. There's only one place to look for parts like this. The old Automatoys factory, south of Quincy. Not gonna lie, it's at the far end of the Commonwealth. That whole area's a death trap. Gunners and... worse. You, on the other hand, well, you look like you've seen everything. I'm sure you can handle it. Now, where was I?
Must find the toys. Alright. We're at the toy factory. I think it's still cleared. I've already got the toy parts. They're back in Sanctuary. I thought I had them. Why didn't they go to Miscellaneous? Why would they go to any other thing? I wouldn't have stored them otherwise. So strange.
too much gear is tactically dangerous, soldier.
Let's see now.
Hey,
You're back. Were you able to find those parts?
I've got them right here.
You do? All right. Let me take a look. Yes. Yes. It's all here. It's really all here. You've more than earned your reward. Here. Here. Just like I promised. Now, I need to get back to work. Finally.
Hi.
Nice to finally have the parts I need. Now I can get some real work done. Tighten this.
Well, he's happy.
Hey.
Yes?
Not to be rude, but I'm a bit busy here.
You hear Travis lately on the radio? Utter the scream.
Alright, into the creepy apartment building.
Think you can hide? Oh, I know you're here. I'll find you.
It wasn't so bad. An overdue book. They died watching TV.
Think about it. Stay calm. Wasn't your fault. You did what you had to do.
That's creepy. That's creepy also. All the creepy in this apartment building.
Yes.
Hello, map. Welcome to the stream. We're trying to make our way over to put this, not exactly sure what it is. Some kind of sensor on top of the building. Oops. Okay, they're dead. Supposed to go on a building over there, way up there. So somehow I gotta get higher up on this building. We're not there yet. Must climb higher. Ooh, a stairway. Super mutants? You know, I don't want to get all in the middle of that. Wonder who's gonna win. I'm going for the super mutants. Oh, one of the raiders is down. Other of the raiders is down. All the raiders are down. I can hide forever. No, I don't. Okay. I see where my fault was. And they're masters. I have a lot of health. Oh, he didn't. What the hell? Alright. We've set up his doodad. I guess the rest of the super mutants are down here. Oh, come on, can I not get around that? Oh, I got what I came here for. I'll just teleport away. It probably won't let me because there's enemies nearby. No, it let me. Okay. Accidentally put up my hazmat suit. Alright. I can report this back to Tom.
Carrington wants word.
Neil is transmitting loads of information. At first glance, the atmosphere appears normal, but I'm going to dive deep into the data. I already lined up another place to stash one of my babies, if you got the time.
We have a backlog of synths in the pipe. Let's get them out of the Commonwealth, safely.
Up there, assume you're being watched. Always.
Tinker Tom's cooking up something. I hope it goes better than last time.
Agent identified. Another DIA cache awaits recovery.
For every synth that makes it out, there's a round on me.
Sorry, Tinker Tom's got me doing something.
Ah, good, you're here. There's been a development. A raider gang has captured one of our agents, codenamed Blackbird. The twist is, we thought he was already killed at Augusta Safe House. Desdemona clings to the far-fetched hope that A, Blackbird is alive, and B, he can tell us what happened to the synths held at Augusta when it fell. So she wants you to tackle this fool's errand.
If Blackbird's alive, I want to bring him back.
As you see fit. The Dead Drop has the full briefing. Raiders aren't known for keeping their captors alive. But, since you're risking your neck, good luck.
Alright. This thing's gotta go in here.
Who's there?
A little worked up.
Ain't personal, just you and me. Playing games with me, huh? Scared, huh? You should be. Where'd that little fucker go?
Damn. There's that guy that should be dead again. Oops.
Warmed up over here. You're not walking away from this.
Hi.
Pam needs you in her room.
The latest atmospheric reading from the new Mila still inconclusive. But we'll catch the Institute. Got a lead on another vantage spot. If you got the time. Or we could just do some shopping.
Rebuilding takes time, but we have the men and women to do it.
Could, I guess, carry some of that for you. There we go.
I don't know what a correlator is, but plus 5% damage isn't bad.
Vault blue, huh? Not a bad look.
Well, let me fast travel there. There it goes.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Pretty sure I just cleared this place.
Sweet.
Alright. To the top. Shot him so hard he stood up and fell back down again. Shit. That was impressive, dog meat. Very impressive. Alright, hold on 1 sec.
Got it.
Pam wants to talk with you. She's in back.
Go back. Alright, back on it.
Use the back entrance. Too much traffic.
The survivor from
Church
Augusta,
and this
Blackbird, is dead. I didn't find any evidence of where the synth is.
As I expected. Well, at least you weren't hurt. Perhaps Desdemona would listen to me next time. Hopefully this will help you in your future missions. Now, if you don't mind...
Another Mila placed and even more data. You got the time? I got another site we could place another one of my babies. If you need something for the road, the shop's open.
Let's see what you got.
You got it.
Greetings. Data model indicates a 93% chance of another DIA cache being available for exploitation.
Maybe later.
Timetable for this task is not critical. Location of cache being transmitted to your Pip-Boy. Conversation terminated.
Did she want something else from me, or was that it?
Pam.
Processing. Agent. Professor. Your arrival was not calculated.
What do you mean it wasn't calculated?
Temporarily unable to process verbal input. Still processing. Preliminary adjustments to statistical models complete. Commencing introduction. I was, am, and will most likely be Pam. Predictive analytic machine.
Do you work for the railroad?
Yes. My goals and the railroad organization have a high degree of correlation. They provide data. I provide first-order approximations of the behaviors of all residents of the region, designated Commonwealth. Rephrasing. I predict the future.
What? That's amazing.
Caution. Biological life forms behave erratically, unpredictably. All output subject to an extremely high margin of error.
Just how inaccurate are you?
The smaller the group, and the greater the time frame, the less accurate I become. But all predictions are affected by the human element. Operation complete. You are a rogue variable. No current or previous models predict your presence or existence. Query. What is your point of origin?
I'm from Vault 111, if that's what you mean.
Accessing. Vault 111. Cryo Vault. Believed destroyed. Conversation terminated. Pending construction of new probability matrix. Rephrasing. Goodbye.
Alright, Pam, talk to you later. I need to talk to the dude down there. Return to Virgil. But I don't need to bring the dog with me for that.
Hey. How you doing, buddy? Stay safe, buddy.
I wonder if I could find that strong guy. I think he was Trinity Tower. Last I saw, he was around here. Is that him? It is him.
Strong go with human.
Yes, I'll honor my promise.
Good. Strong travel with human. Human helps Strong find milk of human kindness. Strong learns secret of humans.
I guess we'll see how strong is. No radiation inside here.
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need?
I have the code.
Suppose I shouldn't be surprised. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. Not too much of a leap to take down a Courser. How'd you manage to get it decoded?
The railroad helped me.
Oh god, those kooks. I would have expected they'd be too busy trying to liberate vending machines or setting computer terminals free or... Sorry. They just have something of a reputation. You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the symbol explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to teleport Coursers, and send you instead. You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise. I was bioscience, not engineering or advanced systems or anything.
Bioscience? Advanced systems?
Divisions within the Institute. Specialized groups working on various projects. It'll make sense later. But if you can build this device and make use of that code, you should be able to override the signal from the Institute's relay. Can you? I mean, can you build it? You have people that can help. This is a lot for one person, even you.
This device, this will get me into the Institute?
Yes, if built correctly. And please get it right. You have to make it in there for both our sakes. And don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you as best I can. If you make it in there, you find that serum. It's my only hope for ever being normal. So you find it. Now go on. Take these and get to work. You do whatever it takes. Call on whoever you know to help you.
Interesting.
Low hurt humans.
If you're from out of town, be sure to visit Diamond. It's safe, secure, full of quality establishments like Commonwealth weaponry. Save the world out there. Protect yourself. Here's a whole lot of shaking going on by Big Maybell.
Alright.
Lost track of how many blisters are there.
Take meat. Make humans strong.
You can head home now.
Ah, humans so confusing. Follow, not follow. Make up mind.
He's gonna live here now.
My back hurts, my feet hurt, everything hurts.
I'm sorry to hear that. Where's dog meat? Dog meat should be here. Oh, we definitely want to tell the Minutemen.
What do you need, General?
I need help. We need to build a device that can get me inside the Institute.
The Institute? Why in the world would you want to mess around with them?
They kidnapped my son.
Damn. That's some bad business. Even for them. We'll give you whatever help we can. Don't worry about that. Now, assuming you could build this thing, what exactly does it do?
It gets me inside the Institute. That's all that matters.
Okay, General. If you think it will really work, then you should see if Sturgis can make heads or tails of those plans. But they're worried the super mutants will come back in force. You better get over there before it's too late.
Alright, need to find the dog.
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Across the Commonwealth.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Do you think you can build this?
Wow, what a mess. Looks like encrypted RF transmissions. Okay, so that gets routed through... What the hell? Teleportation. This is some pretty crazy shit. You sure it's for real?
I got this from someone who should know what he's talking about. Can you build it, or not?
Well, yeah. I think so. Anyway, the eggheads never think about the nuts and bolts of actually making something work. But, looks like it's all here. Yeah, I'm gonna need some time to study this thing. The handwriting's pretty hard to make out. But, you can get started on what he calls a stabilized reflector platform. It'll need some pretty high-grade metals, but it's basically not that different than the lining of a jet engine or something like that.
Can you give me a list of what I'll need to build this platform?
Yeah, sure. Here's a list of what you'll need for the first piece. I'm pretty sure we've got all that at Sanctuary, if you want to build it there. While you're working on that, I'll get busy figuring out how to actually build the rest of this thing. Keep in mind, I can already see this is gonna take a crazy amount of juice. Like if you had a spare nuclear reactor handy, we could probably use it. And it's going to be big. So find a nice open building site with lots of power available.
You don't need the site to see the root of the real good.
So we need a place with a lot of room to build. How about up here? How many do we need? Just one? Alright, gotta talk to Sturgis again.
At least it's not raining.
Sturgis.
How's it going? Did you find a good spot to build your signal interceptor?
Yeah, ready to build the rest of it.
Good. I think I got a handle on this crazy contraption. At least as much as I can tell. Until we actually try to build it, here's a list of 3 things that may be harder to find. I think I'll be able to pull together everything else we're gonna need. I'll meet you over at the building site and see if we can actually make this thing work.
Can you explain how this thing is actually gonna work?
Let me break it down for you. There's 4 main parts to this thing. 1, a control console to input the code and process the signal. 2, what he calls a relay dish. That's what intercepts the teleporter signal. 3, a molecular beam emitter. Gets pretty technical here, but looks like this is what translates your matter into energy for transmission. 4, the stabilized reflector platform that you already built. That's what concentrates and reflects the molecular beam. One thing to keep in mind while you're building this, it all needs to be wired together so all the pieces can talk to each other. I'll see you over at the building site. Good luck.
I'm afraid I'm not much use in the fight anymore. But back in the day, folks used to call me North of the Mountain.
Okay. Now we need some power. Okay, we're gonna need a lot of power. Ho ho ho! Hey Pick, welcome to the stream. I just built a teleporter. It took a lot of power.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Shouldn't we test it first?
I wish we could, but we've only got the one frequency code. There's no way to test it without actually jacking into the Institute signal. And as soon as we do that, we've used our one and only chance. As soon as the Institute figures out what we did, and I gotta believe those brainiacs...
The screen is black, oh no! Let me fix that. Alright, I'll tell you what, I'll load to before we did anything. Okay, I'm glad it's fixed. I gotta hide the preview again. There we go. Now it should be fine. Okay, so we gotta go talk to Sturgis.
I think you should stay on point.
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Yeah, I don't think he's here anymore. He didn't say anything about the screen being black. He must have just came in and been like, oh, screw this, left.
Do you think you can build this?
Wow, what a mess. Looks like encrypted RF transmissions. Okay, so that gets routed through... What the hell? Teleportation. This is some pretty crazy shit. You sure it's for real?
I got this from someone who should know what he's talking about. Can you build it, or not?
Well, yeah. I think so. Anyway, the eggheads never think about the nuts and bolts of actually making something work. But, looks like it's all here. Yeah, I'm gonna need some time to study this thing. The handwriting's pretty hard to make out. But, you can get started on what he calls a stabilized reflector platform. It'll need some pretty high-grade metals, but it's basically not that different than the lining of a jet engine or something like that.
Can you give me a list of what I'll need to build this platform?
Yeah, sure. Here's a list of what you'll need for the first piece. I'm pretty sure we've got all that at Sanctuary, if you want to build it there. While you're working on that, I'll get busy figuring out how to actually build the rest of this thing. Keep in mind, I can already see this is going to take a crazy amount of juice. Like if you had a spare nuclear reactor handy, we could probably use it. And it's going to be big. So find a nice open building site with lots of power available.
Alright, so we gotta...
Don't need the site to see that you've done real good things.
We gotta build this thing. Note, I've already built this, but it was black screens. We're doing it again. Alright, so the first thing we want to build is this thing. Stabilizer reflector platform thingy. We're gonna put it right here. Yeah, we gotta go talk to Sturgis again.
At least it's not raining.
Sturgis.
How's it going? Did you find a good spot to build your signal interceptor?
Yeah, ready to build the rest of it.
Good. I think I got a handle on this crazy contraption. At least as much as I can tell. Until we actually try to build it, here's a list of 3 things that may be harder to find. I think I'll be able to pull together everything else we're gonna need. I'll meet you over at the building site and see if we can actually make this thing work.
Can you explain how this thing is actually gonna work?
Let me break it down for you. There's 4 main parts to this thing. 1, a control console to input the code and process the signal. 2, what he calls a relay dish. That's what intercepts the teleporter signal. 3, a molecular beam emitter. Gets pretty technical here, but looks like this is what translates your matter into energy for transmission. 4, the stabilized reflector platform that you already built. That's what concentrates and reflects the molecular beam. One thing to keep in mind while you're building this, it all needs to be wired together so all the pieces can talk to each other. I'll see you over at the building site. Good luck.
I think I know how long the screen was black. Pretty sure I know when it went black. That's okay. I'm not worried about it. Alright, let's build this thing. So we're gonna need a control console. A relay dish. And this big thing. Alright. Oh. Spin this. I guess I can't. Okay, that's fine how it is. We need wires from there to there, and from there to there, and then we're gonna need some electricity and make some big generators. Alright. We need to hook it all up together. Nice. It's so pretty. Oh, hey Sturgis.
Sturgis.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Not ready yet, Sturgis.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll keep tuning this baby. Although we won't know if it's gonna work until we actually try it.
I need to get dog meat in the party. I don't want to go without the dog. Where are you, dog meat? He's here somewhere, I think.
Out here, you gotta take things one day at a time.
We should make good time when the weather's
Dog meat, where you at?
Yes?
Yeah, we can't continue on in the main story without the dog. So it turns out that the signal for the teleporter for the synths is hidden inside the classical radio that we've been listening to. They decoded in the sound waves. Alright, it's possible that the doggo is not here yet. I'm gonna sit down in the chair and wait for a bit. Let's just give it a good 20 hours. I can't bait him, but I did tell him to go to Sanctuary when we were rather far away, so he might not have made it to Sanctuary as fast as I did. Which is why I'm waiting right now and giving him a chance to get here. Because usually he likes just staying in his bed.
Yeah?
I don't see him. I'll do a quick look around for him. He's bound to be here somewhere.
You remind me of a young man I used to know. Never looking for trouble, but always finding it.
I wish I could just bait him out.
I'm new around here.
Sorry, looking for doggo or not looking to talk to new people. There's another dog bed. There he is. It's not your house. You know what? We're just gonna take this apart. Now you can't go stay in that house anymore.
Come on, boy. It's time to go.
Alright, time to go.
Huh?
I think it's time to teleport in.
Thank you. Looks like I can finally think straight.
Do I need anything else? Make sure my inventory is good. I think it is. Rest for 1 hour. Get my health all the way up to 100. And then we're going to the Institute. We're bringing the fight to them.
I told you Sanctuary would
The
grow.
Minutemen were the only people that I told about the Institute. Figure they're the ones that are the nicest and not secretive. It's time to go, Sturgis.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens.
Oh boy. I hope this goes well.
Whenever you're ready.
Oh boy.
Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute, what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh.
That's not good.
Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay, Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it! Hold on to your butt!
Oh boy. Dogmeat's not here. We're all alone. Okay. Pretty empty. See what the computer terminal gives. Wait, I'm supposed to load a holotape? Which one am I supposed to load? Insert network scanner holotape. God damn it. Alright. Whoa, what is that? Oh, because I'm invis. That scared the shit out of me. Wait, where's the kill everybody? Maybe I'm not supposed to go around in here.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss
Is Father my son?
Please, step into the elevator.
That would be funny. I do not trust that elevator.
Stuck.
I'll just sit here in this chair, like I totally meant to do this. Whoa. I'm stuck in the wall, oh my god. I think I just fell through the world. Yes, never trust the elevators, especially at a place that replaces people.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance.
Side effects of teleporting.
I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Well, do we step into the elevator? Oh no. Wish dog meat was here. Alright, we're going.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
I do not trust them. But we won't make any more save points, so... Is that my son?
It's stuck. No way to pick this. Only opens with a key. Broken. Would need the key.
Can't do anything. Somebody's coming. I hear footsteps. What the hell am I supposed to do?
Don't have the key.
Alright, maybe I gotta go back down and find the key somewhere else. No, it wouldn't be the back that way. I'm so confused.
loose.
Maybe there's a switch somewhere?
Can't pick this. Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean. I've been looking for you for so long.
Who are you?
Sean, where is everyone?
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Suddenly he knows who I am?
Yes, it's me, your dad. I'm here, Sean.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Sean, open the door.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
I see.
Please, Sean. I'm your father. Talk to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
I could kill you. Right here. Right now.
Yes. Yes, you could. And I would be powerless to stop you.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you. After all this time, it's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun.
A twist.
You'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Human synths? Really?
Human-like synths. A great distinction. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But, Director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position, obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
You want me to stay here? In the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
How can you say that? How can you be so dismissive of all those people? Everything they've done?
Because it is the simple truth. And I believe you know it too. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
Alright, let's see where this is going.
Alright.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, and Dr. Holdren in Bioscience. And finally, Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Alright, let's see where this goes. I don't know what to think of this either yet. I don't even know if to, whether or not to fully trust that he's my son or not. Who knows what to think yet. But this at least lets us freely access this area.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks again.
Of course. We're all looking forward to working with you.
It's my responsibility to make sure this place runs smoothly.
Hey, Doc.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie. Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
What makes you ask? I'm a complete stranger to you.
I suppose when I heard your story, well, I felt sorry for you. You've suffered more tragedy than any one person deserves. Your whole world is gone. I'm sorry. I know that was a very personal question. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
On board with what?
The Institute, of course. Sean implied you operated on a level, if not equal, then at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Who built this place, originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
Allie.
Hey, what do you need?
I'd like to know about the people in your division.
Of course. Dr. Lawrence Higgs is our mechanical engineer. He oversees the major life support and security systems. Power distribution is Dr. Evan Watson's area of expertise, and Dr. Newton Oberly is in charge of food and housing. He coordinates with bioscience to ensure that our meals are balanced for optimal nutrition. We also make use of a number of synth units for low-priority maintenance and labor.
Dr. Fillmore.
Hi there. Something I can help you with?
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes.
Interesting. An interesting place.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right, that's all for now. You can resume your duties.
Remember to conserve power at every opportunity.
Best part of my
Interesting.
day is coming home to my girls.
Scanning. Subject identified.
Authorized personnel only. So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do.
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
Greetings, sir.
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock
Good to
some
see
heads
you.
together.
What now?
They're dragging
Always
their
be
feet on
vigilant.
targeting package
We
upgrades,
have
I asked.
many enemies.
Maybe I should
You're
take some
here.
courses with
Glad you made it.
to send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
The Directorate
Excuse
should
me,
take
Doctor.
the synth escapes
So.
more seriously.
Here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions, It's nothing personal, I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
Why does it matter?
If there is some defect in Courser combat programming, then it must be identified and corrected. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else...
I'm not sure.
If you're the acting head of the SRB, who are you filling in for?
Dr. Zimmer holds that position. He's supervising the retrieval of some of the more high-profile units. In his absence, I keep things running smoothly.
Dr. Ayo.
What do you want? And please, make it quick.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
Carry on, sir.
I really don't like these guys still.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
Yeah, I'm supposed to find Virgil's... What are you doing? The fuck was that?
You smell like you've been above ground.
Gotta find Virgil's items, so I should probably look around.
But try to remember that synths aren't people.
None of this stuff counts as being stolen. Interesting.
Coursers on the hunt are relentless. If you see one, you should stay out of its way.
That's a creepy looking place. McDowell is a synth. So the mayor of... Wait, the mayor of Diamond City is a synth. Okay. I think I might kill it. What happens if I load the network scanner in here? We'll just scan all the networks. Just in case. We took everything from in there. We have not taken everything from in here.
Hi there.
Alright. Time to move on to the next place.
Unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
This place is huge.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still. There. All done. You can return to your duties. And remember to record every symptom you experience in detail.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
I have to admit, the third-generation synths are really something.
Another terminal. Patient ingested lubricants from robotic division on Adair. Oh god. Patient declined to say how injury occurred, only indicated that it was related to using a terminal. Splint applied. Symptoms: wrist sprained, right hand. Watching porn. Apparently malfunction of synth. Handshake gesture applied with extreme force. Shoulder reset and pain medication dispensed. Dislocated shoulder. Severe blunt trauma to upper torso. Injuries received in FEV lab. Some of those have been redacted. I can sleep in the medbay.
Terminal's gotta be somewhere.
Alright, I can get in with this terminal.
Yes.
Nice. Hello, KSA. They have a lot of strange tools in here. Alright, so we need to go in advanced systems.
Tell me about this mysterious Phase 3.
You know I can't talk about that.
You wouldn't happen to have a spare polarizer on you, would you?
I do.
I think more clearly while I'm walking.
Okay, goodbye.
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want Supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer available.
Useless machine.
The commissary is always open. Would you like some processed sustenance packets?
I'll take a look, sure.
I'm gonna pass.
Dr. Watson can be a little obsessive when it comes to rules and policies.
Feels like this project has been going on for months.
Greetings, sir. Welcome to the commissary. Would you care for food?
I wonder why they have so many spanners and applicators and tri-tools and air examiners. Alright. I skipped advanced systems, gotta go back. That's okay. If you speak only a little English. I am level 48, almost 49.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Rushed work is sloppy at best, and deadly at worst.
Doctor.
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
What kinds of blueprints?
Mostly components for a new plasma pistol concept I've been toying with. High-energy weapons are sort of a hobby of mine. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how much I admire Father, and that it's an honor to meet you. I really hope you'll stay here with us. Well, that was productive.
It's all mine now. Alright. Anything else to take in here? I want to go in there. How do I get in there? But there's secrets in there. Congrats on 66.
If you ask me, we're only scratching the surface with the latest. Since
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
What is it you're working on?
Advanced Systems, Special Projects. You've seen the boy, Synth, already. We've been hard at work on him for quite a while now. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
That seems kind of unnecessary.
I assure you, it's necessary. The relay is the only access to the surface that we possess. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Is everything okay, Dr. Lee? You seem pretty tense.
Yes, things are... It's fine. I'm sorry, I don't socialize much. I prefer to focus on my work.
I want to use her terminal, but she probably wouldn't like that.
This is day 8 of Trial 6. The last week has been very productive, but exhausting. I think we'll need a break after this. Benet has done some really marvelous work with the personality mesh. It's almost too good. The responses map almost identically to expectations, some of the most lifelike I've seen. Of course, it's not really Sean. None of his memories are in there. That, even now, would be a step too far. It's starting to have an effect on the team, I think. I know I've been caught up in the moment once or twice. Just a second or two, forgetting that he's not a real boy. Still, I think we'll need to consider restricting him to the lab only for the moment. I'm well aware that others are put off by his presence. If I were slightly more arrogant, I might consider that a sign of success.
Alright, don't know how to get in here yet. But I wish I could figure out how to use her terminal because it doesn't look like I'm supposed to.
Dr. Lee. I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the Child Synth, to focus on Phase 3. I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I understand those depend heavily on you.
Dr. Lee. Tell me about the people in your division.
I'm not sure what there is to say. Dr. Watson is the Specialist Project's lead scientist. He's, how to put it, very organized and precise. Dr. Ormond is one of the youngest scientists in the Institute, and she's something of a prodigy when it comes to physics.
Okay. I don't know that she ever leaves that. Maybe if I made it night. Guess I'm not sure.
Safety first. Remember that.
Alright, let's wait till it's night. What is night? Okay, so she just works all night. She's crazy.
Such a waste of time. I'd rather be designing more efficient plasma emitters.
Well, there's my answer right there. They don't sleep. Bioscience. Maybe this is where I need to go. It's 12:18 for me.
Examine my latest reports on batch 274. Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. Those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well... I suppose...
I think they're all a little crazy.
Humanity's future is taking root right here.
Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
That is true.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike.
I haven't actually seen the gorillas yet.
But the prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask,
Have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure. Right now, I'm just trying to keep an open mind.
It's a big decision, I know. But it's also a rare and important opportunity. No need to rush to judgment. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any
Yeah,
questions.
crazy and disconnected from the rest of the world.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Take care, then.
Alright. Somewhere in this area is probably where Virgil wants me to get that stuff for him. Oh, I bet it's in here. Alright, we're gonna quick save.
Sweet.
Grid deactivated. I would not reactivate it. Oh, nobody can follow me. What the hell? Okay, that's creepy. Alright, I got the experimental serum. This must have been where Virgil broke out. Yeah, we gotta find those gorillas also. So I guess these were scientists. I don't think they wanted us to find this part of their base. Level 50. I think something bad happened here. We will find the gorillas though, once we get back upstairs. Cat meat. A weird item to find. And a house cat? What? Why are there dead cats here? What the hell is this all about? Sotrons. Why are there Sotrons in the Institute? I have dog meat now. Dog meat's not with me. I wish I had dog meat, but he didn't get teleported in here. We'd be doing a lot better with dog meat. So it is easier to sneak around without dog meat. This song indeed. Oops.
Got it.
I'm glad I moved. Holy shit.
Nice.
Well, whatever turrets are left, we deactivated them. Alright. This looks bad. Back into the Institute Bioscience. What the hell, did they just lock that room away and try to forget about it? And where are the gorillas? I don't think there are any gorillas. I think it's all a lie. They want to make synthetic dolphins? That's one of my... It's one of my settlements, the Warwick Homestead. So Roger Warwick is a synth. Interesting. Supposedly I can now come and go from here as I want. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I know I'm gonna kill the mayor of Diamond City. I would kill Roger Warwick, but it didn't say that they switched him out yet. They just said that they had a plan to switch him out. So I can't be sure that he's a synth. But they did say that they've switched out the... Whoa, that was cool. They switched out the mayor a long time ago. Yeah, I don't think unless I can be sure I shouldn't go killing just random people. I am going to give the Minutemen the information on the Institute. Well, I will finish talking to them before that. I'm gonna kill the mayor. I think that's a good way to end the stream.
Enjoy your new home.
Okay. This is his office. Excuse me, buddy. You can wait outside. Dog meat, you should probably wait outside also. Wait. Okay, just stand guard.
Go check that out. Stay there.
Ah, yes. Our newest arrival. I trust you're learning to fit in.
Hi.
I hope you enjoy your stay in Diamond City.
Alright, Mr. Mayor.
The mayor's work is never done. Excuse me. Here we go.
He's not who you think he is. Die, you motherfucker. Why are y'all trying to protect him? He's a synth, I tell you. I have proof. How dare you shoot my dog? Steal all your shit. Fucking synth.
Nice. Mayor McDonough?
Enjoy your stay in Diamond City. Now, excuse me.
Oh, we're cool now? No problem?
Sorry.
Oh, no problem.
Far too busy to talk right now. I'm the mayor, after all.
Oh, you're the mayor. You're not really the mayor. Ha ha ha! Okay. Well, that's where I'm gonna end it for the night today. Me going crazy and killing the mayor of Diamond City. It didn't work, but it was fun. I'll see you later, Pick. It was good hanging out. Have a good night. Bye.